now during our More Power to You sales event. You can get long-term financing as low as 0% APR on new commercial-grade Z700 series mowers.
One day you're driving your kids around, and the next, your kids might need to drive you around. It's life, but you can still maintain your independence without solely having to rely on family. The Safe Mobility for Life Coalition designed a site specifically for Florida residents, a place where all the information, from safe driving tips to finding transportation options within your community, is just a click away. Visit flsams.org. That's flsams.org. Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
Here's today's weather forecast from The Source. WOCA. Showers and thunderstorms are likely today, mainly after 2 p.m. Otherwise, partly sunny skies with high temperatures near 91 degrees. Wind from the south at 3 to 7 miles per hour. There's about a 60% chance for that rain. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly before 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with lows around 70 degrees and a light southwesterly wind with about a 40% chance of overnight rain. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely again, mostly again after 2 p.m. with about a 70% chance.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Tell her you love her at least 3 times a day. I love you has a very short shelf life. We get used to sleep deprivation. After a while, our brain starts to think it's normal because sleep loss affects the part of our brain that controls self-awareness. We may be too zonked to know we're zonked. All right, here we go, ladies. The latest beauty treatment is shaving your face. It's supposed to make you look younger.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Stay informed on everything going on in the villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
So you need a credit card, but how do you choose? Let's compare the big banks to Florida Credit Union. They have rewards, and we do too. They have customer service. Hello, 24/7. They have celebrities. Hey, Danny. But with Florida Credit Union, there's no annual fee, no liability for fraudulent charges, and no 22% interest rates. Choose Florida Credit Union, and you'll not only have a great credit card, but you'll have the support and personal touch that the big banks, well, can't touch. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Black Cow composted cow manure is a terrific organic soil amendment. We start with cow manure from dairy farms and then compost it a full 90 days. The result is an all-natural, dark, rich soil amendment that's great for everything you grow. Flowers, vegetables, shrubs, trees, and lawns too. Look for Black Cow in the bright yellow and black bag at your favorite nursery or garden center.
Black Cow, the mature manure, Black Cow.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
It's June. Look at this. This is the month I used to wait for.
Yeah.
All right, good morning. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is June 1st, 2015. Wow. The first day of the sixth month. In other words, let's see, we're almost halfway done with the year already. How did that happen so quickly, huh?
I know.
Good morning, Robin. How are you?
Good. Good morning, Larry.
Got a good show this morning. 7:35, there was a story over the weekend that former Vice President Dick Cheney and his daughter Liz have a book that's coming out September 1st. And I guess there's not a whole lot of information about what the book is about, but there are some people who say that it's going to greatly affect the presidential campaigns leading up to a year from November. So I don't know. I don't know if that might be just hype from the publisher. Who knows? But we'll talk about that and a couple of other things in the news at 7:35. 8:35, News Bites. That's when we turn off our opinion and simply read shortened versions of the news. Bern Pareso is expected here at 9:05. We love Bern. She brings a bright spot to our morning and makes Monday feel more like a Friday.
Yeah, she does. She's such fun.
So she'll be here at that time talking about health providers here in Marion County. Mona Patel at 9:35. She is a branding expert. This is a lady to pay attention to if you're in business.
Yeah, exactly.
She knows how to make a name become a name that everybody knows. Let me give you an example. She might be responsible for Chick-fil-A's popularity.
Exactly.
Her clients include Coca-Cola, but I'm guessing that they were popular before she got into the scene.
Well, you got to keep coming up with new stuff, though, to keep them at the top.
There you go. LexisNexis, BlackRock, Capital One, Fortune 500. Those are all companies she has worked for. She's an engineer psychologist. Not sure what that means, but she's going to talk to us about the motivational what-if technique that will help transform attitudes toward innovation, leadership, and a winning company culture.
Exactly. We have a winning company culture right here.
We do. It sounds like the opening to Superman. Truth, liberty, and the American way.
That's right.
Innovation, leadership, and a winning company culture. And who described as Clark Kent, mild-mannered report. Who described as Mona Patel?
That's right.
Mild-mannered engineer psychologist.
Yeah, she's Superwoman. She's got a big S on her chest.
Oh, really? Matt Gibbs is going to be here at 10:05. He is our mechanic. He is going to answer your questions about your cars, and it's you never know what we're going to talk about on Matt's visits.
Yeah.
Dr. Monica Miller and Dr. Anthony Pinn will be on at 10:35. They have a book called Religion in Hip Hop: Mapping the New Terrain in the United States. Religion in Hip Hop.
Yeah, this is pretty fascinating
All right.
topic.
We'll learn together.
Yeah.
We will find out together. Not sure what it means. Barbara Slane at 11:05. She is an holistic nutritionist. Do you say an or a? She's
I say a for this
holistic.
one, but it's an historian, but a holistic.
Okay.
So
She's
I
a
don't know.
holistic nutritionist. She's the founder of the Lipf Balance Center.
Yeah, I did check the spelling on that.
Taking responsibility for your own health is what she wants to talk about. Fun with Joe. Joe Martone is expected back in the studio today.
Yes, he is.
After a 2-week vacation up in the Carolinas.
Exactly.
I love the Carolinas.
Patsy, too. She's coming back.
That's right.
I miss Patsy.
And
Miss Joe, too, but I miss Patsy.
Fun with Joe. Today's the first day of June, so I have June trivia. June trivia.
Okay.
You didn't know there was a lot of trivia about June, did you?
No, I did not.
And then when Galen is on, at about 8:05 or so, we started this on Friday, but he was busy because his son was graduating, so he said, hold that till Monday. So I did. And what I held was the topic of what it's like to be an American in Canada.
Nice.
I love Canada, by the way.
Yeah.
Galen is not fond of Canadian drivers.
And my sister-in-law lives there. My stepsister lives there.
Oh, that's right. You know, I had a couple of good visits to Canada in my lifetime. Had one in Toronto. Well, it's kind of like another lifetime ago, but I had actually a publishing deal in Toronto, so I went there for that. But I mean, I had some good vacations, and I went to Quebec with my son. Which
Yeah,
was
you had fun.
Really cool. I mean, I know Canada is a foreign country technically, but it doesn't feel like one unless you go to Quebec. Then it really feels like a foreign country.
We need a passport now to go over there to Canada.
Is that right?
We
See?
have to go get one.
Yeah, if you want to go. I went to Quebec and everybody spoke French. I have so many great fond memories of that little visit. And then there was another time I went. Let's see, as a kid, I went to Montreal to Expo 67, 1967.
Wow, my uncle and his family went there too.
They went over
Anna's dad, same
I guess
thing.
that was considered a World's Fair. I don't really remember, but
Yeah.
anyway, so that's what we're doing with Kaylin. All right, what else? Oh, today is National Heimlich Maneuver Day.
Okay, don't. We're not going to encourage people to start choking so somebody else can use their expertise.
Yeah, really. It's also National Go Barefoot Day. National Go Barefoot Day.
Oh, do you think Joe would let us do that here?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, we can all go barefoot.
I used to work for a guy, and he was the boss, and he was always barefoot. Do you remember?
I do. And he owned the station, and he was always barefoot.
He did.
Never.
The barefoot boss.
You saw his toes. I mean, he didn't even wear
Great guy.
socks,
He was a
so.
great guy.
Yeah.
National Say Something Nice Day. That's what today is. National Say Something Nice Day.
Nice.
You said something nice. Say something nice. Something nice. It's also National Pen Pal Day.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had a pen pal?
Yes, I did. When I was in French class in high school, we all had pen pals, and my fellow's name was Gerard Magnani. He lived in France, and we had to write in France and in French, and they had to write in English when they sent, and it was letters, of course. There was no email, no computers, no anything. So it was pretty exciting every time we got a letter from him. We'd have to read it out loud to the class, and then we'd have to try to translate it into French, and gee, it was fun.
I had a pen pal in my adult years.
Oh, you did?
Dr. Plutz.
Oh, that's right.
Remember Dr. Plutz?
Yeah, Gudrun, yeah.
Gudrun, yeah.
Nice gal.
Yeah, but we thought she was a he at first.
we did.
I used to get these letters from this doctor in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember why.
Because you're an artist and she's
I think it was that. I think it was the art, yeah.
Yeah.
But she would write me, and I thought she was a he,
Mm-hmm.
and excuse me for thinking a doctor is a guy, but Dr. Plutz, P-L-O with the umlaut T-Z.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to say the O with the umlaut, but Plutz, I think. But anyway, so Dr. Plutz would write me all the time about the art, and then expressed at one time that the whole pen pal relationship was to learn English better. And so I said, I'm helping a doctor learn how to speak English over in Germany. This is cool.
Yeah, very cool.
And then I saw a picture of Dr. Plutz, and the first name was Gudrun, G-U-D-R-U-N. I didn't know that was a lady's name.
Yeah.
What do I know? It turned out to be a lady. And she did encaustic art? Is that what you call it? Wax on canvases?
Yeah, she had one-woman shows in Greece and Italy and in Germany, and she is up
She
there
actually
in
became
the
a
art
friend.
world.
She's a friend on Facebook now. Did your pen pal guy ever remain a friend of yours?
No, because after high school and everything, the letters became
That was
fewer,
it, huh?
and we kind of
I bet he remembers you.
Yeah, maybe I should look him up on Facebook. See
That's what
if
you
he's
should do.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And finally, today's National Hazelnut Cake Day.
Oh, okay.
I don't like hazelnut coffee, so I'm not so sure I would like hazelnut cake.
Okay.
I'm not even so sure I like hazelnuts.
Mm-hmm. You think Starbucks in the mall has hazelnut cake since it's
They might.
because they have hazelnut flavoring for coffee.
They have hazelnut. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh gosh, I forgot to print up one thing I needed to tell you about. Oh well. Well, today's the first day of hurricane season.
Yes, it is.
I guess you know that. Usually they give us this dismal forecast, and it turns out to be nothing.
Yeah.
This time they're giving us this very nice forecast, and that makes me worried. I'm thinking, okay, they get it wrong when they say it's going to be dismal.
Yeah, that one year we had 4 in a row, and it was a nice forecast. So it was.
Oh, was that right?
Wow,
See, that was 2004, but I don't remember the forecast. Oh, I remember that year very well.
Oh, yeah.
But only 2 of them directly affected us, correct?
Yeah, but the other 2, there were 4 that still, we lost power, trees were uprooted.
Right.
Tim Schmidt, that used to work here on Saturdays, he's, as the principal of St. John Lutheran School, he couldn't have power in his place for like 5 weeks that one time, and there were trees falling in front of his house, and it was a mess, and it took a while for the, rescue guys to come and get all that stuff done.
And then finally, before we go to the break, Garth Brooks and his wife Trisha Yearwood say they will cancel this weekend's concerts at Amalie Arena in Tampa because of a conflict with hockey's Stanley Cup final between Tampa Bay Lightning and Chicago Blackhawks.
Of course, go Tampa Bay.
So
My daughter's there. The streets start at $350, by the way. That used to cost $35.
Wow, $350 to see a hockey game?
Yeah, for nosebleed seats, that would cost $35 during the regular season. So.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what
crazy.
she told me.
All right, we will take a break and be right back on the other side of it.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. The NSA phone records collection program and other Patriot Act provisions expired after lawmakers failed to renew them by midnight.
We just have to not let those who are in power make us cower in fear. They use fear to take your freedom.
Senate Republican and presidential hopeful Rand Paul blocked the measures from advancing. The Qatari government temporarily extending the travel ban on 5 Taliban members released last year in exchange for Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl.
Clearly, the White House thinks that despite saying that the probability of these guys returning to the battlefield was low, there is some probability.
Fox's Connor Powell. A milestone at the Monster Mile.
Jimmy Johnson, the all-time winner at Dover. It's over. 10 wins for Johnson.
The call on Fox Sports 1. Jimmy Johnson becomes the only current driver on the Sprint Cup circuit to win 10 races at a track. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
For generation after generation, America's heroes have been fighting for our freedoms, and it's those freedoms that have allowed us here at Mike Scott Plumbing to prosper and grow in this great land of ours. At Mike Scott Plumbing, we help thousands of customers every day with everything from irrigation to repairing the kitchen sink. But if there's one thing that absolutely, positively needs to be maintained, it's your septic system. If you don't maintain your septic system, it could fail completely, leaving you with a big bill and an even bigger mess. So we here at Mike Scott Plumbing would like to help all of those who have helped us. If you have your septic pumped and you're a veteran, we would like to extend to you a special discount. Just mention this ad. Please call our office to schedule your appointment today, 866-314-4443. And from all of us here at Mike Scott Plumbing, thank you for your service.
Ouch. Does pain have you glued to the couch? Yes, unfortunately it's true that every year we must get older, but that doesn't mean we have to deal with pain in our back, knees, or shoulder. If your muscles and joints are sore, don't worry anymore. Come get acupuncture from me and you'll be pain-free. Acupuncture starts as low as $35 at a Better You Healthcare. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein, at 615-5566. Stop your pain from driving you insane.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779. Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Really nice looking Monday morning. There is rain in the forecast for today. Gosh, I didn't tell you any of the details about this. Not that I have a whole lot. Anyway, so temperatures, right now it's 70 degrees here at the studios at the mall, Paddock Mall. 92 degrees today's high. Rain, there's expected rain sometime after 2, I guess they're figuring, and 68 degrees is the low tonight. Tomorrow, pretty much the same exact thing. Wednesday, same thing. Thursday, same thing.
Wow.
Friday, same thing. So this whole week, it's typical June, isn't it?
It is. It's typical June.
And so there you go.
So it'll be raining all week.
And yesterday we went to practice our music over at Silver Springs, which has become something we've gotten into the habit of doing, and it was lightning out there.
Yeah,
we saw lightning as we were playing.
It was, and there was somebody standing up on one of those stand-up boards with, me being a gondolier for his girlfriend, and they were just tooling around. They didn't care.
Yeah. So did you happen to see this story about a boat captain speared by a swordfish in Hawaii?
No.
47-year-old guy was killed Friday while trying to catch a swordfish with a spear gun. The guy's name is Randy Lanes. He runs a deep-sea fishing charter. He jumped in the water at Honokohau Harbor on the Big Island after spotting the broadbill swordfish. After being hit with the spear that Lanes fired off, the fish thrashed about, leaving a puncture wound to his upper chest.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
And that's like just a revisit to that Steve Irwin story with that stingray. He got that barb in his chest.
Yeah,
He died, but this guy lived.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Glad he lived.
No, he didn't live.
Oh, he didn't live.
No,
he
what?
died.
No, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You said he was thrashing around.
No,
and
the fish was thrashing around.
Oh, okay. The fish was. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, he shot the fish with the spear gun.
Mm-hmm.
The fish started thrashing around and speared him with his sword nose.
Okay. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God.
The fish was about 6 feet long. Of course, about half of that is the long sword that the swordfish gets its name from. Mm-hmm. Weighed about 40 pounds. So not a really big fish, but still big enough.
Big enough to kill you.
And the non-similarity between this story and the Steve Irwin story is that Steve Irwin was not trying to harm that stingray that killed him.
Oh, exactly.
He was just swimming behind it.
Yeah, that's all. He just.
But of course, the fish didn't know that. The fish had no clue that Steve Irwin was going to be harmless.
Yeah,
too.
he thought Steve was a predator. Oh my God.
So there's a story this morning about Dick Cheney. He and his daughter Liz have a book that's coming out September 1st. And so in doing research, I didn't realize it was another Dick Cheney story. His son died. Oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong guy. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Dick Cheney. Okay, no, who died? Oh, Joe Biden's son died.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I didn't.
I'm mixing up my vice presidents. Okay, Joseph Biden III had brain cancer. He died at the age of 46 on Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. So sorry.
Joe Biden's son was an Iraq War veteran. Later served as Delaware's Attorney General. As a child, Beau Biden lost his mother and sister in a car accident. Oh, that's right. We knew that Joe Biden lost his wife in a car accident.
Oh, gosh.
Well, that's a sad story. I was mixing my my vice presidents up. And John Kerry broke a leg. Did you hear this?
No, I didn't hear that. Was he acting somewhere?
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah.
But for some reason, that's a good thing when you break your leg. I don't understand that. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry broke his right femur. Which part of your leg is your femur? Upper, lower?
I think that's the front part
Of your
from
shin?
from the ankle
or your
to
thigh?
from the ankle to
From
the. I don't know. I'm not. I have no clue. I shouldn't even start to guess because I know I'll be wrong. Somebody's going to call it.
I'll look
right
it up.
now
I'll look it up.
and
He
say,
broke
"You're
his
wrong."
right femur in a biking accident in France yesterday morning.
Oh, my gosh.
Which means he will not be able to attend a counter-ISIS coalition meeting tomorrow in Paris. But he will participate in the Paris meeting remotely. So ideas are all he brings to the table anyway. His physical presence isn't exactly necessary.
Well, sure, you don't need to physically be there. Just be there,
All right, where is the femur?
Be live.
Where's the femur? All right, I'm going to find it in a second. This is amazing what we do. The femur is the only bone of the human thigh.
Oh, thigh.
It is
Okay.
both the longest and the strongest bone in the human body. Wow, he broke the longest and strongest bone.
Oh, my gosh.
It extends from the hip to the knee. Wow, he must have had some time. I bet there's a video of it out there somewhere.
There probably is. There was one of Paul McCartney falling off the stage or something, who fell into the pit that time.
Yeah, Paul.
He was okay.
A couple of them did.
Bounced back,
Speaking of pop stars, before we get to the Dick Cheney story, did you hear that Taylor Swift in her concerts, I guess she gives out these bracelets that light up.
Oh, how cool.
And so the whole audience has them, and somehow they're synchronized with the music. So the whole audience has these bracelets that flash and change color in sync with each other.
Wow.
And somehow, because of whatever the music is that's going on.
How cool is that?
Well, anyway, hold on. There's an interesting story. There was a carload of girls. I don't know how many were at this concert in Baton Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, Elizabeth of Baton Rouge told WBRZ that she was driving with her sister Caroline. So maybe just two of them, not a carload. Anyway, the car crashed, knocking Dazio unconscious and trapping the two other young women in the car. Okay, so there was 3 women in the car.
Oh my!
They said that you could smell the gas and the smoke, and their cell phones were dead.
Oh.
Their cell phones were dead. They couldn't find anything to call somebody to tell them they were in an accident. The girls then realized the bracelets from Taylor Swift's concert could be used as a makeshift emergency light.
Oh my gosh!
So they began flashing the bracelets at the cars driving by, and a car stopped. A woman pulled over, and she said she never would have seen them had it not been for the bracelets. A friend who had attended the concert posted on Swift's website the story. And it reached Taylor Swift, who then tweeted, "This is unreal. I'm happy they're okay."
You just gave me a bunch of goosebumps. That ingenuity of the girls, and Taylor Swift inadvertently could have saved their lives. And I hope that she gives them all, backstage passes to her next concert in their area to meet her. That would be great.
In Baton Rouge, from a hospital room, Elizabeth Dazio said that Taylor Swift and her concert producers saved her life.
Oh my gosh!
Because of those bracelets.
Oh wow! What a wonderful story. What a wonderful story.
All right, so now something
great.
Political. So we have our pop culture.
Yes.
Now we have something political.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so former Vice President Dick Cheney. Well, I don't understand quite the political implications of this. Well, because they don't really let you know what's in the book. But former Vice President Dick Cheney, they say, will play a major role in the upcoming presidential race, especially as far as Republicans go, because of a book that he wrote with his daughter Liz. Remember, we had his wife on. We had his wife, what's her name? Lynn?
Lynn, yeah. She had written a children's story.
And another book, too, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, there were 2 books, yeah.
Anyway, so Liz
Historical novels she wrote, too.
Liz and Dick, wasn't that Elizabeth Taylor and Richard? Didn't they call them Liz and Dick?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Liz and Dick,
I knew it just rang a bell.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the book is coming out September 1st. The Wall Street Journal says that many candidates, especially Republican candidates, are looking to distance themselves from that of President George W. Bush and Vice President Dick Cheney. But the book may help bring the subject of foreign policy front and center in the campaign.
Wow.
Dick Cheney has advised some Oval Office hopefuls already, though he declined to discuss it, and 2 of his top foreign policy aides are working for former Florida Governor Jeb Bush.
Gosh.
So they're so mysterious about this, but I'm wondering if they're hinting that Jeb Bush will have a big boost when this book comes out in September.
Mm-hmm.
Cheney also makes regular Capitol Hill visits and is headlining Republican National Committee donor events across the country, so he's very active. So let's see. We have a connection to Lynn Cheney.
Yes, we do.
Do you think we can call her and say, hey,
Yeah.
you
I'll
were
make
on
the
for
call.
your book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you think maybe Mr. You remember what I asked her? I said to her, were the kids afraid to knock on your door on Halloween?
Yeah,
For
right.
fear that he would answer the door?
Yeah, that
What
was
do you want?
Yeah.
Go somewhere else for your candy.
Yeah, that was funny.
He didn't seem like a happy guy. He still doesn't seem like a happy guy.
No.
All right, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back. Here's today's weather forecast from the source WOCA. Showers and thunderstorms are likely today, mainly after 2 p.m. Otherwise, partly sunny skies with high temperatures near 91 degrees. Wind from the south at 3 to 7 miles per hour. There's about a 60% chance for that rain. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly before 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with lows around 70 degrees and a light southwesterly wind with about a 40% chance of overnight rain. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely again, mostly again after 2 p.m. with about a 70% chance.
No pit stop paid off with a win at Dover. I'm Joe Moore. This is the Monday Morning Race Refresher, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Open a Coke and enjoy the race.
Coca-Cola Racing Family Road Trip.
NASCAR Confessionals. Driver's log, Ryan Newman here. It's 1:27 and we've run out of Coca-Cola. I'm really thirsty. Driver's log, 1:47. Still no Coke. And if I don't make it, tell my fans it was all Tony's fault. Driver's log, 1:59. We pulled over. I love Tony. I love road trips. I love everything.
Coca-Cola, open happiness, official soft drink of NASCAR.
Jimmy Johnson did it for the 10th time at Dover International Speedway yesterday, winning on the Monster Mile. It came down to a decision whether to pit or not. And the mastermind of NASCAR racing, Chad Knaus, decided no. Jimmy stayed out and drove to the win.
The last set of tires, I was running Harvick down, and we ended up staying on them, and his car didn't look as strong as it was earlier in the day, and we were able to take advantage of it. But on the restart, Casey and I were busy spinning, and the 4-car rallied me from behind. I'm thankful he hit me that hard because it allowed me to click it in third and keep on going.
Kevin Harvick fought hard, but came in second yesterday. Kyle Larson came up to finish third. Casey Kane was fourth, and Eric Almirola came in fifth. Sixth was Martin Truex, who led 131 laps in the race. Seventh was Jamie McMurray. Eighth went to Paul Menard. Clint Boyer was ninth, and Jeff Gordon 10th. Headed to Pocono Raceway next week, Kevin Harvick has the point lead. It's now 44 over Martin Truex Jr. Jimmy Johnson is third, Joey Logano fourth, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. fifth. That's the Monday Morning Race Refresher, brought to you by Coca-Cola. I'm Joe Moore on the Motor Racing Network.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Real quickly, before we get back to I don't even know if there's anything more to say about that Dick Cheney story, but we'll see. Dustin Diamond was one of the actors on this TV show called Saved by the Bell. Is that what it's called?
Okay, I
Saved
never
by the
watched that show.
He was the kid who looked. He was like the Arnold. What was the thing from Cotter? Arnold.
Oh, Horshack.
Horshack.
He
was like he wasn't Arnold Horshack.
No, but he was his character was similar.
It was similar, right?
Yeah, similar.
Do you remember this guy? He doesn't look anything like he did when he was a kid. But anyway, a jury found him not guilty of one felony charge in a Christmas Day bar stabbing last year, but it found him guilty of 2 misdemeanor charges. The Wisconsin court determined that Diamond, better known as Screech,
oh, that's it.
in the 1990 sitcom Saved by the Bell, did not recklessly endanger safety, but he carried a concealed weapon and behaved in a disorderly manner. He's 38 years old. So,
gosh.
Anyway, we heard some news over the weekend that I didn't know. Maybe some of you knew this. Did you know there's going to be a downtown Ocala 4th of July event?
I thought that was cool when we found out. Had no clue.
So we have a phone number to call to speak to whoever is putting this thing on.
Yep.
and we don't know anything about the God and Country Day. We don't know if it's part of it, if it's going to be. How could you can't have fireworks downtown.
No.
I mean, you can have small fireworks.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe they'll just have a big, huge venue downtown, during the day, and then when the fireworks start at 9, maybe they'll
Everybody's
get wrapped
gotta
up.
shift over.
Like at 5 o'clock, they'll wrap it up, and then at 9 o'clock they'll go, because they used to have it at the McPherson Government Complex. They moved it from Tuscaloosa Park to the McPherson Government Complex,
Right.
and there was plenty of room
And then lately to the Golden
fireworks, right,
Ocala?
to Golden Ocala. So,
So we don't
they
know
could
yet.
have it.
I wonder if Joe will know. When Joe gets back here.
Yeah.
If he's been in touch with the JCs.
Yeah, maybe he has
I don't
on
know.
his vacation.
I know it's been hard for the JCs. It's an expensive thing.
Yeah, it is.
To put on God and Country Day.
Yeah, it
So I
is.
don't know, but there is an event happening the 4th of July right downtown Ocala. I
Yeah.
don't know if there's a name for it or
No.
if it is God and Country Day, just done a little different. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
won't know until
now
we call.
when we were downtown, was it for Light Up Ocala, where they had fireworks? I
Yes.
think they were shooting them off from Tuscaloosa, but the people downtown on the square.
Oh no, that was the Habitat for Humanity Strawberry Festival.
Oh, that's when they
Not
did the fireworks?
this past year, but the first year they had it downtown Ocala, and then they had the children's event stage, and then.
Are you sure?
Oh, okay, I'm not sure.
Because I thought there was a Christmas tree out
Oh,
there.
okay, yeah, you're right. It's Light Up Ocala. I'm wrong.
But
It's Light Up Ocala.
remember they were shooting him off, and if you were standing in the wrong place, you couldn't see him because the buildings were in the way.
Yep. They were shot off behind Number One Center.
Right. Well, depending on where you stood. If you stood somewhere else, they weren't behind Number One Center.
Right. But you had just
Where we
said-
were standing.
Yeah,
They
you
were-
had just said that if you were standing in a spot, you couldn't see the fireworks,
Right.
and then I said that's because they were behind Number One Center.
Right.
And when we were watching the fireworks, we faced the building, and then we could not see the fireworks.
Right.
That's why I said that.
So I don't know. We'll let you know. We're gonna make our phone call this afternoon to find out if somebody can come on and talk to us about this.
Yep.
We have a slot this morning. I wonder if we can get them on this morning for
Yeah,
a little.
we do. I can call them right now.
Not a bad idea.
You want me to call them right
No.
now? Okay.
No. Well, let's finish this first.
Okay.
All right, so Dick Cheney and his daughter Liz, they've got a book coming out September 1st. Now, a lot of people are saying that it might affect the elections in November of 2016. Democratic National Committee spokeswoman Holly Schulman welcomed Cheney's participation, believing the vilified former vice president can only help her party. Well, I can see why she would say that. I don't look at him as a villain. I look at him as a strong person. You know, and my belief in him as a strong person was even fortified after speaking to his wife, Lynn.
Yeah.
You know, it really was. There was something about that conversation. Anyway, Cheney is undeterred by anybody who says he's going to harm the Republican Party. He says he criticized the recent spate of Republican hopefuls, saying it was a mistake to enter the Iraq War, knowing what we know now. So in other words, that's what they're saying to try to, I guess, endear themselves to voters. But he says he doesn't like the fact that he says that they say it was a mistake. He feels like it was not a mistake. The relevant question first ought to be directed to President Obama, and it's knowing what you know now, would you have abandoned Iraq and pulled the troops out 3 years ago? That's Cheney's statement. He favors renewal of the Patriot Act and has called Kentucky Senator Rand Paul, who is waging a one-man war on the Senate floor to stop it, an isolationist. I think he's wrong on that one. I mean, the Patriot Act goes against what this country is about.
Yeah.
He knows I think of him as an isolationist, he says, of Rand Paul, and it offends him deeply. But it's true, Cheney said. Cheney has not criticized any other Republican candidates. Dick and Liz Cheney have formed the group Alliance for a Strong America in an effort to convince voters of the need to rebuild the military and act more aggressively in the world. What do you think about that? I'd like to hear from you all out there if you want to call. 622-9622 if you want to call in.
It's a heavy statement.
The group already is running advertisements and plans to become even more visible as the campaign approaches. What's the motivation for that? I mean, unless he truly believes it's best for America.
Yeah, there has to be something else. There has to be some. I mean, motivation is the key word that she brought up.
Republicans are open to Cheney's message, according to the Wall Street Journal, noting that terrorism and national security were ranked the two top issues by Republican primary voters in the 2012 presidential race, but now stand at 53%.
Mm-hmm.
Did you happen to see this story about there was a Muslim chaplain lady, a female chaplain, on an airplane, and she was not allowed to get a can of unopened soda, a Diet Coke. I don't understand. Let me see if I can find that story.
They told the people on the plane, told her that
Well, you
she
can-
couldn't have a Coke.
Well, she couldn't. Okay, let me find this story.
Yeah, but the people on the plane told her, like the stewardess.
Yeah,
and
the
flight
the
attendant
flight
said,
attendant.
no, you cannot have a
You-
can.
They're not allowed to give unopened Coke cans. What do I do with
Oh
that
no,
stuff?
no! They always open up the cans for you before they give them.
But they don't open up the beer cans.
Oh, they do not. Oh.
A request for an unopened can of Diet Coke on a United Airlines flight left Muslim chaplain Tahira Ahmad in tears. She's a pretty lady, too.
Mm-hmm.
She said she asked for an unopened can for hygienic reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And the flight attendant told her that she could not give her one, even though she handed an unopened can of beer to a man seated nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Ahmad recalls questioning the flight attendant and then getting this response: "We are unauthorized to give unopened cans to people because they may use it as a weapon on the plane."
Oh.
The incident led to a widespread support of Ahmad on social media.
Oh, so the flight attendant was doing a judgment call.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I think that's
okay.
what they're told to do.
Oh, okay. But the guy next to her could have an unopened can of beer, but she couldn't have an unopened can of Coke. I wonder what the guy next to her looked like. I wonder if he was Muslim too, or if he was a different.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I wonder if it has to do with one being a beer and one being a Coke. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you make a weapon out of an unopened can of Coke?
Yeah, I don't know. But could you make a weapon out of an unopened can of beer too?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know why they do that.
This
but
is an interesting story.
But it's a trending story right now.
Yeah.
CNN's covering it.
Yeah,
Good
this
morning.
is
You're on the air. You can talk about anything. We kind of given you a mixed bag today. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, let me explain to you about the beer and the Coke.
Okay, good.
I'm sure that the government has done at least a multi-million-dollar study on this to determine that people who use Coke are definitely more violent than people who drink beer. There you go. That's the best explanation, and I'm sure that there's been millions and millions of our tax dollars have been spent on this study, and darn well worth it, I think.
Too funny. Too funny. Thank you. That was a good one.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Imagine that. Well,
Yeah.
maybe because she had some Mentos.
Oh, that could be.
If she had some Mentos, that could have been disastrous.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Okay, that was really a dumb thing for the flight attendant to do if they can give somebody a beer to not give her a Diet Coke. But yes, you can use an unopened can of soda or beer as a weapon. I'm not going to say how because I don't want kids to do it at home. And the only logic behind the beer is no one would waste a perfectly good beer using it for a weapon. Beer is not to be wasted, so that's the only thing on that. Thank you, Larry.
I want to know what I mean, Pete seems to know how you can use an unopened can as a weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, other than throwing it at somebody's head.
Exactly.
So you mean to tell me I have, just by simply having an unopened can of Diet Coke in my refrigerator, I have some self-defense?
I guess you do.
I wonder if it would hurt me.
I know. We'll have to find out. We'll have to have a private
I wonder what the secret is. Do you have to have does it involve Mentos?
Yeah. I bet there's a YouTube video on it. Unopened can of Diet Coke as a weapon.
Anyway.
But this is a story that needs to be pondered because, I mean, what nationality was the person that got the beer?
How can
That's my
an
thing.
unopened can of Coke be a weapon. Hold on. I love the internet. It shows the story of the Muslim chaplain lady.
Wow.
That's what comes up.
Oh, gosh. Wow. I got to follow this story. I'm real curious.
Gosh. All right, let me go. Somebody's calling in. I can't take the call right now because we're up against the break, but if you want to call in when we have Galen on the phone, we'd love to hear whatever you have to say. Yeah. We'll take a little break and be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. The NSA's authority to widely collect American phone records is on hold. The Senate did not extend for now that part of the Patriot Act. Kentucky Senator Rand Paul led the opposition.
It's hard for me to have trust. It's hard for me to have trust in the people that we're giving great power to.
It could take the Senate a few days to work through procedure and proposed amendments, but it is expected key provisions of the Patriot Act will ultimately be renewed.
Fox Radio's Jared Halpern. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham about to join the growing list of GOP presidential hopefuls.
A recent Des Moines Register Iowa poll has Graham near the bottom of the heap of GOP candidates. This morning, he'll hold his announcement on Main Street, near the place where his parents once ran a pool hall.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland in central South Carolina. A new round of UN climate talks set in Germany this week. 6 European energy firms are calling for a global price on carbon to help curb fuel emissions. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold